from the Healthy Home Mansion, where it's young living or assisted living. You can make your home a healthy home, and it all starts with you, and it begins right now. When I was a kid, if you're standing around too much, my mother used to say, "So move already." She wanted to get me moving, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Episode 261, Move. Go to the link tree in the bio, free products, free downloads, free home market evaluation. And if you're enjoying watching your senior moment, share it online. Likes are nice and appreciated. Shares are even better. They're super duper. Look at the numbers, 15,000 celebration today. 15,070 push-ups, sit-ups, deep knee bends, and toe touchers programmed to date. 1,800 so far this month alone as we wrap off 100 per day. So move already. We move a lot. We move when we dance. We move on the athletic field. We move on the battlefield. Russia is showing us about what a slow move looks like on the grounds in the Ukraine. We have an economy that moves up and down. We had lots of movements in our culture: civil rights movement, minimum wage movement, gun owner rights movement. Now we have lots of movement between jobs as people want to work from home and don't want to go back to the office. Uh, how about the idea that you want to convince your spouse that maybe you should move to Florida? So lots of different kinds of movement. The whole notion of movement is to go from one place to another. Football field, for example, if you want to go down from where you are to the other side of your opponent's goal line, it's a simple enough concept, but there is an obstacle there. It's called the other team. So the coaches create a set of plays and maneuvers that, when properly executed, will create the pathways to move the ball in the desired direction. Now, those pathways are what we're looking for. A political idea like the civil rights movement or minimum wage or anything else works in the same manner. We have an idea, not commenting on whether the idea is good or bad, but we have an idea. So we need to move that idea in our mind into the minds of a significant number of the population so that we can influence people. So we educate that population about the problem, what we perceive as the problem that needs solving, and our idea, how our ideas meet that need. It's a straightforward enough, but there is an obstacle, and that is someone's differing viewpoint. So that group may not accept the premise that there is even a problem to be solved in the first place. Or they may agree that there is a basic problem there, but have a different idea on how to resolve it. Each group of people must take action in order to reach and convince that significant influential population. It's only then that the laws can be made and codified to memorialize the idea and put their solving process into place. In business, all business, it's exactly the same way. We have a problem that needs solving. A business or an individual comes up with a product or service that solves that problem, and they make the market aware of their situation and offer it up for sale or their solution. The obstacle is the competing company who also has a solution. Action needs to be taken by both companies to differentiate their product and explain how their product does a better job of solving the problem. So, they attend trade shows to make buyers aware of the solution and demonstrate how it works. They offer free samples, if appropriate, to consumers so they can try it to see if it solves the problem. There may be testimonials from customers who have used the product or service and are happy with the result. Whoever takes the most action tends to be the most successful, even if that's not necessarily the best solution. So, the loudest voice. But I think we've all been bitten by that fly. You know, the hype does not quite match the result. So, what's the takeaway? If you're trying to convince your spouse to move to Florida, then you need to create a pathway of least resistance to get your move accomplished. And you remember that there's going to be some resistance there that needs to be overcome. So, but without action, there is no movement. So, the better the plan of action, the greater the movement. More action, more movement. And that's your senior moment of the day. Alrighty, lots of movement starting to take place now in the real estate marketplace. Even with low inventory, there's lots of things that we could do, and we're doing them. New construction is starting to fill the gap. All right, let's do some deep bends, kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So if you're thinking of making a move, either now or sometime this spring, give old Keith Hittner a call. I'd be happy to help you in any way that I can. But the first thing you got to do is your push-ups, sit-ups, deep knee bends, and toe touchers. You're going to do them every day so you feel fantastic, and you can be strong like Senior. I'll see you tomorrow.